Hi, welcome to my first blog. Cut. Hi guys, welcome to my first vlog. I thought long and hard about my first vlog and what to say. Should I be animated? Should I be me? You know, how do you do a vlog? And I guess the thing I came up with was just to be me. And I came up with a story that may not be that interesting, but if I can just help people with these vlogs, just one would be worth it. And so I'm going to tell you a little story about myself, and hope it'll help someone out. I like to talk a lot. Some people, friends, my wife, would probably tell you that I never shut up. And back in high school, I was in an English class. I swear her name was Mrs. Crow. And she called on me and a girl to read a part in a play, in a book, from our desks. And I was Romeo, and the girl was Juliet. I guess that's the way it should be. Anyway, it was high school, 1977. And I started reading my part, and the fluorescent lights started coming down on my head, and the room started crushing in on me, and I found out that I couldn't breathe. And if you can't breathe, you can't speak, and it's very hard to read if you can't breathe. It's kind of hard to do anything if you can't breathe. So I looked up at the teacher like I had been kicked in the jimmy, and I didn't know what to say because I couldn't say anything. I couldn't breathe. Well, she proceeded to chastise me a bit in front of the class. I don't really remember what she said because I was pretty much blacked out at that point. Well, that started a long process of finding out why that happened. And, basically it's called the fear of public speaking. Actually, there is a bigger word, but I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'll just call it scared. I proceeded to worry about it and think about it and cry about it and pray about it, and I thought, I'm never going to get anywhere in my life. I'm not going to be able to go to college. It's kind of like not being able to read. Anywhere you go, anything that happens to you, you try to stay out of a situation that's going to make that a possibility of reading or speaking. And so it was difficult. And again, I knew that I really needed to go to college. A funny story, I did go to San Antonio College around 1978, and I was in a history class, and the teacher said that we were going to have to give book reports. And of course, my life was ruined every day, every night. That's all I thought about. And the funny part was I knew what day it was going to be, my day. And I decided, you know what, maybe the best thing I could do is drink a six-pack. And then it'll be easier for me to do. Well, needless to say, I didn't even make it to school that night. And by the way, I dropped out the next day. And so here I am. I've still got problems. Everybody's going, dude, you talk so much. What's wrong? How come you can't get up in front of people? And finally, one day, my daughter, Candace, told me she'd watched 60 Minutes, and one of the segments was about something called a beta blocker, which is medicine that is given for high blood pressure, and I'm sure other things. But that the beta blocker had done some real good stuff for people who had the public speaking problem. And somehow, I don't know how, I'm not a doctor, the the beta blocker actually blocks the whatever it is that's keeping you from being able to speak. I was told I was hyperventilating, which I said, I'm not hyperventilating, I can't breathe. And he goes, well, the doctor says, well, that's hyperventilation. So anyway, I kept trying, I kept working at it, and I went to Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma City, and I was about one speech class from getting my degree. And I walked into a counselor there by the name of Mark Ames, and I said, I need your help. I said, I'm not going to be able to graduate if I don't have help. I said, I can't get in front of people and speak. And this man saved my life. Basically, he made me a lot of money. He was the sweetest guy, and he said he would help me. And so what we did was, I don't remember what he called it, but he told me, he said, go find you something that you know a little bit about, which I chose photography. And he said, create a presentation, something that you can show people and not just standing up there all by your bad self. And so I did. I created the PowerPoint presentation. And what we did was, the first day I got in the room, and we had one person in the room, and I gave my speech. And you probably know how we did it from there on. The next time was 5 people, the next time 10, the next time 20. And it helped so much so that I took that speech class in college, and I made an A. And since then I have given many speeches. I'll tell you the truth, I don't go looking to do it still, but I guess the moral of my first vlog is, you guys, anything that you're having trouble with, no matter what it is, whether it's addiction, whether it's fear of public speaking, flying, airplanes, in airplanes, snakes, spiders, whatever, it can be fixed. Don't give up. But the thing you got to do, the number one thing you got to do, is you got to ask for help. And the second thing I'll leave you with is that the odds of you winning the lottery are just the same if you buy a ticket or you don't. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next vlog.